Mile high is Tom Brady's Achilles heel no more, my friends. Pats clinching their 8th straight division title and first-round bye against the defending Super Bowl champs in a 13-point win. The Pats have the struggling Jets in Week 16. Then they travel south to Miami for a regular season finale showdown with the Finns. Ryan Clark in the house. Good to see you.
What's up, guys?
How we doing?
I'll tell you what, they missed the real show.
Yeah, all right.
I could take it. Donovan McNabb was making fun of me because of my braces. I could take it. I could take
I
it.
go into like protective mode. Though.
I could take it. It's all right. It's all right.
I wasn't even going to point that out. I was just saying we had a
They got me.
entertaining time.
No. I wouldn't hesitate to call somebody else out.
Donovan McNabb.
Stephen A., I'm just concerned about your health. I want you to know that's my focus.
My name cracked me. Oh, my goodness.
Boys,
Started.
I won't even call you men. Max, including the playoffs. Will New England lose again this season?
Yeah, they're not gonna win the Super Bowl this year, I don't think. But they can run the table. Look, they have 2 not terribly tough games left in the regular season. Although to their credit, games are not terribly tough for them. It seems like they're always the favorite. You know, the better your team is, the easier the schedule looks. I think ultimately they are not good enough to get it done in the Super Bowl this year. Although they are highly motivated, but through the playoffs, because of home field, because they won't have to go to Arrowhead, because Denver won't make the playoffs, and anyway, you can see that they can't score any points. Look, Brady has not he's looked very good at times in the second half of this season, but he's had some real mediocre performances mixed in, as I warned everybody, and I don't think that through the playoffs that team will be able to sustain a level of excellence necessary to win the whole thing, though because of home field, I think they can get there.
Well, 22 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a QBR of 89, a quarterback rating of 109. I'm glad you feel he's struggling. I get where you're coming from. I'm glad you think he's struggling. His last 2 games of the regular season are going to be against the Jets and at Miami. I think they're going to get home field advantage. I think the road's going to have to come through Foxborough, and I think because of that, they can easily run the table. That's how I view it, because I'm thinking Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Oakland, it doesn't matter who it is. I don't see anybody in the AFC going to Foxborough and winning a playoff game. So because of that,
not the Raiders, not yet.
So I said no one. That includes the Raiders. So that brings us to the Super Bowl. And to me, it depends on who comes out.
So we look at the Jets. Obviously, we feel like that's going to be a win.
Yep.
New England struggles in Miami. The Miami games are tough. Depending on what happens with the Raiders, we'll see if all the starters play the whole game. But even with Jimmy Garoppolo, we know that team can win. And there's only 53 players on the team, so no walk-ons get to play in the last game. So they should probably run the table with the regular season. I agree with you about Foxborough. I believe this team gets to the Super Bowl. I'm going to say something, and it hurts me to say it on the show with these 2 people. I think the only way they lose a game is if they play the New York Giants in the Super Bowl.
Say it.
I believe they'll beat every other team. I believe they'll beat Seattle in the Super Bowl with the way that they're playing now. I love the Dallas Cowboys. I believe Tom Brady against Dak Prescott, who has played really well. I believe that Tom Brady outdoes Dak Prescott, and New England will beat them. If they play the Giants, because of the way the Giants are constructed, if Janoris Jenkins is healthy, they will play press man. Tom Brady won't be able to get those timing routes off. This is a team that doesn't run really well, and offensively, with the way that Malcolm Butler and that defense plays, the Giants can attack them and score points. If they play anybody else in the Super Bowl, the New England Patriots are my pick. If the Giants continue to ascend, if this defense continues to play well, and they play the New York Giants in the Super Bowl, that's the only way the New England Patriots don't run the table.
I got to tell you, I don't view the New England Patriots as a team that can't run the football. I think with LeGarrette Blount averaging 4 yards a carry, I think with Deion Lewis being back averaging 5 yards a carry, and the versatility that at least Deion Lewis can give you out of that backfield, believe it or not, with the underestimated acquisition of Michael Floyd. Michael Floyd has had some decent moments in the past. Has this year been good for him? Absolutely not. But he's playing for Belichick right now, who I think we all can acknowledge is the most prepared coach in the NFL. This guy, week to week, he makes adjustments. Every single week, he knows what he's going up against, and he usually knows, and he outthinks a lot of different coaches here. So when I look at it from that perspective, I don't view them as a team that can't run the football, that can't make noise, that will inevitably lose to the Giants or anybody else.
Blunt just set a record.
I really believe that the Patriots.
Listen, I'm not
Gronk
saying
right now? I mean, like, if you have a healthy Gronk, if you got
makes
Gronk,
it a different game.
Okay, if that were the case, then you say, okay, look, New England, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot to deal with in those big moments. And when Gronk has been less than his best self, New England, while still an excellent team, they're always excellent. It's not the same.
Well, if you look at this team, the thing that makes me feel like they can run the table, they will get to the Super Bowl, is they've learned how to win without Tom Brady being terrific, without him being Tommy terrific. You look at yesterday, yes, he did struggle. 50% completion rate, only 188 yards, but they found a way to win. Defense stiffened in the red zone, didn't allow a touchdown by Denver. And so when you look at this team, as far as playing in the AFC, I don't think they lose. I think they'll still be a tough out in the Super Bowl because of what you said. Bill Belichick, the way he prepares, the way this team will be prepared. I just feel if the New York Giants, with the way they're playing now, I think they're playing the best football in the NFC. Not saying they're necessarily the best team right now, but they're playing the best football. If they get to the Super Bowl, you have a quarterback who I dog on this show very often, who is not scared to go up against Bill Belichick in the big moments, who is not scared to face Tom Brady, and a defense that is playing sensational football. I think that is the team the New England Patriots do not want.
I will
Tom
sacrifice.
Coughlin's not there anymore. It's Mr. McAdoo now.
Yeah, but Spagnola's got him playing like the way he did, when Coughlin was there.
Rabbit, get well soon.
I will sacrifice like 5 years of Knicks, like no playoffs for the Knicks for 5 years if that could happen, because the sports gods demand real sacrifice.
That might happen anyway, though.
Shut up, Brian.
Oh no, I thought you were trying to give up something that was real.
Damn. I mean, what do I need to sacrifice for that to happen again?
Not that.
Just don't jinx things.
Like you
please.
can't.
Yeah, never mind.
Cool,
never mind.
be cool,
Reverse
be
jinx.
cool.
Never mind.
Please.